I am the self-help hacker, helping you to wise up, then to size up, then to rise up. This is how I feel. This is something I'm noticing. I feel like culturally, especially in the United States, especially in 2020, I feel as if a certain part of the mindset here is, if you are offended, it's like a badge of honor. You get to wear that on your sleeve. Look what they said. They offended me. I'm the victim. It's funny because if you happen to, let's say, be on like a Facebook group where it's like for your town or your neighborhood or whatever, what you'll often see on there, of course I'm not really on Facebook to see this, but I mean, I was at one time and I remember how this worked. You would see people saying, well, I went to that new Mexican restaurant on Tuesday. Can you believe it? And then they'll like, their service wasn't perfect. So then they like complain and rant about it and all this stuff. So it's like, you know, they were victimized because of that. They're ultimately offended that they didn't get better service or whatever because their tortilla didn't come out quick, whatever it is. That's what people are doing, especially under the age of 35. And that's why I gear my information to people who are under the age of 35. So you don't have to be like those cliche people who thinks it's cool to be perceiving yourself as a victim. And that's not to at all take away from people who are actually being victimized in the real world. It's a tragedy. But people are having issues discerning when are you really a victim and when are you really not. But getting poor service at a store or a restaurant, or being in traffic and someone cuts you off, like that used to show up on those things too when I would read them. People would say, to the white Nissan Sentra in front of me that turned right. And yeah, see, that's the whole thing. It's that passive aggressive, like, I'm offended, look at me. Now what is that when people do that? What they're doing is they're saying, I don't really have an identity. I don't know how to get attention on me. So if I get people to have, because their currency is basically like pity, ultimately sympathy, but now they're resorting to, okay, I'll just take pity from random strangers on the internet because that's as good as I can do. People who know who they are. They know what they're good at, they know what they're bad at, they can accept life as it actually is, which life isn't fair and karma doesn't exist, but yet still you have a responsibility as a human being to help others, to serve others as yourself. Because if you're serving yourself and choosing yourself, how can you be happy? For us to be happy and successful and productive as human beings, we have to be able to find ways to help each other. But complaining, and I said that before, victim mentality is you criticize others. When you have a victorious mindset, you're looking for ways to compliment others. But it's funny too to see also how even it gets involved from a political perspective. It's almost like this. It's almost like it's politically correct if you get offended. Because if you can get offended, then you have some more political pull there. So it's really funny how that works. But what I'm saying is we're seeing plenty of horrible examples play out with people wanting to be perceived as a victim about silly stuff that's just normal life, but more it's a cry for, I have no identity, so I'll at least take this one. I'll be the person who got offended because I ordered an enchilada at the Mexican restaurant instead. In addition to the enchilada, they also put a kid's chicken nugget in there too. And I bit into the burrito and there was a chicken nugget and so then you take a picture of it, you put it on Facebook. Like that's the exact thing. Like something so silly and trivial makes you a victim. Like that's what people are doing. And that's the perfect example of what not to do. It's a matter of showing the world that instead, hey, I don't even have time to talk about that stuff. I've made a video about that. Why even waste time thinking or talking about things that you don't like or you don't care about? What you should be talking about is the things that you care about, that mean things to you, that build other people up. Not about things you don't care about. That's wasting your own time, wasting other people's time if they choose to listen to you, which I would refuse to listen to that person because I control my own time and I'm not going to listen to someone complain and make themselves the victim. I'm going to walk the other way. Your comments belong right here.